How you doing, pal?
Jamie? How's tricks? All good, aye?
I'm glad I calmed down.
two boxes, please. Forward and Breezefield. So ring number one, our supervisor is Mr. Dougie Fraser, and this is contest number one. This is 3 3-minute rounds. Field in the Elite 51 kilo division. Referee champs for this one, Mr. Tommy Winters, introducing in the red corner, boxing for the Breezefield, boxing club in Blantyre, Grant Brennan. I do beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, the names are back to back, so get the mistakes away early. I'll start that again. So introducing in the red corner, boxing for the Breezefield, boxing club Blantyre, Brennan Grant. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Fortune, boxing club Motherwell, Andrew Snyder. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. Ring number 2, our supervisor for this ring, Mr. Norman Watt from the Northern District. So these are good feelings, ladies and gentlemen. Our first two boxers from the Game Boxing Club and from here at Hill, we have the first two boxers, please. So that's ring number 2, first 2 boxes, please. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go, ring number 2, contest number 1, between them. The boxers for 2006 in the 57 kilo division. A referee for this one, international star referee Mr. Paul O'Connor. Introducing in the red corner.
So guys, you're watching Boxing Scotland's Golden Gloves Youth and Elite Championships. My name is Jamie Neal, joining me at ringside. It's Ben Holme from Boxing Scotland.
Hi Jamie, how are you?
I'm alright, we've got a wee bit of issue with the sound. We're just going to go for it, see how it, maybe fix it in between this bout and the next. But this is bout number 1, Andrew Snedden and Brandon Grant.
It's been a good first round. Been really impressed by Brandon Grant in the opening round. Landed a couple of nice shots, but Andrew Snedden as well. It's two very good boxers, two very experienced boxers. It's been a cracking opening contest. Quite interesting to see how this is going to go. I believe they've boxed 6 times before.
Wow.
And I believe Andrew Snedden has won all of them. So I think Brandon will be desperate to get that. But
the pressure will be on him.
He's done well so far, to be honest. A bit of switch hitting coming from the southpaw stance just now. Hands low. It's been a good start from him. I think that'll be very important for his confidence when you come into a bout and you've lost 6 out of 6. Having a good first round will be very, very important. We're coming close.
Sometimes the pressure is on the boxer that's won the whole time. So I mean, you can only aim to get better and better each time.
Well, that's it. Another good left hand there from Brandon. It's not to discount the work Andrew's done in this bout. I guess I'm just, being impressed by Brandon. But it's still a very close contest. At the moment, I'm too close to call for me. We've got our 5 judges ringside, computerized system as usual.
So we got a busy day today, and ring number 1, 19 bouts.
So we had 19 scheduled. I believe we're down to 14 after withdrawals.
And then tonight, we'll be back for the international duel with Ireland. Our first pay-per-view.
Yeah, so we have 13 international contests, all Scotland versus Ireland. On tonight, I believe you've published the list.
Yeah.
We shared that as well. So everyone's made weight. They had their weigh-in this morning, so that everyone's through that. So 13 international, all Scotland v England. Scotland v Ireland contest to look forward to this evening. That will be on Facebook Live in partnership with JATV. So that there is a £1.99 charge, but it's pretty cheap from where I'm sitting. Less than
I was aiming high. What did I start with? About £25 or something?
You had it higher than Joshua, a Joshua Fury fight. I'll just be one.
So just bear with us a wee second. I'm picking up some issues with the sound that I am going to try and sort out. So I'll leave you with the ring cam just now as I just try and sort out the buzzing that you're hearing in the back. So this is the 3rd and final round. Brandon Grant in the red corner and Andrew Snedden in the blue.
So we're in our third and final round. I think this fight's still there to be won for both of them. It was close, but I have been very impressed by Brandon Grant in this contest. I have to be honest, Jamie. I don't know how close any of those 6 were, so I don't know if they were close, if they were wide. I've got no idea. So maybe there were 6 very close contests. But certainly this one is shaping up that way. A couple of great shots there from Brandon Grant. Coming to the end of round number 3 of our opening contest today.
This has been brilliant.
It's been a great opening contest. So this is actually a semi-final. So the winner is directly through to our elite finals on the 15th of April. We don't believe we have many semi-finals today, but there was only 3 at the weight. I say it's going to go to the judges. I have been impressed by Brandon Grant, but let's see what the judges decide. It will be up to those 5 judges at ringside. Good performance from both boxers, good performance from Andrew Sten as well. But will Brandon get his first victory?
So your ring announcer for today is Mr. Craig Stephen. We'll pass to him with the official announcement.
Number 1 result of contest number 1. As the winners will bring both boxers together to have a 4-1 split decision. The winner and through to the next round in the red corner. And those, ladies and gentlemen, get the ball is going Andrew Sneller. So, ring number 1, contest number 2, Glasgow City and Kane boxers, please.
I won the very first one. That's why I just had to go in and show him, man. Through the fucking finals, man.
So, hello, how are we doing? Where's my background? Let me just sort that out as we go on to the next bout. Will be Ewan Campbell and Luke Anderson. I'm not going to have a lot of the visuals up on the screen because there's too much going on in it. But we will add it into the edit. So where am I?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, ring number 1, contest number 2.
Sit past to Craig as he introduces the next boxers.
Referee in charge for this one, international star referee Mr. James Thompson. Introducing in the red corner, he boxes for the Glen Rovers Boxing Club fight. He is Ewan Campbell. And in the blue corner, boxing for the King Boxing Club, Aberdeen Luke Anderson.
Here we go, we're going to go into round number 1. Luke Anderson, Ewan Campbell, Granite City and Kane Boxing. I just heard Ben apologising because he said that Brandon had lost 6 of the bouts before, but he actually won 1. So guys, for those of you just joining us, this is the Youth and Elite Golden Gloves Championships. We've got semi-finals and I think we've got one final to do in one of the rings, but we're ring number 1. Ring number 2 is available on Box Scotland's YouTube channel. You can come back to the main page. I'll also post a link for tonight if you want to watch the Scotland vs Ireland duel. We'll be live from about 6:30 on JTV Live's Facebook channel. It's $1.99 to buy it. You can buy it beforehand. If we go with round number 1. Quite a determined start for the red corner, Ewan Campbell. So look, Anderson choosing to stay in the back foot. So you just had a chat with Brandon Grant?
Yeah, so we're going to stick that up on social media later on. Obviously, as we're saying, that's Brandon into the final. I believe he's boxing Jamie Swan from Linktown. Yeah, I had some wrong information, so I will clarify. The record going into today was 5-1 to Andrew Snedden. So Brandon had got 1 victory when they were 12 years old, which was their first ever contest, and then ever since then, for the last few years, he's lost the subsequent 5. So the record wasn't 6-0, but 5-0. But still, I think it's something to overcome. You know, it was definitely. It was great. And we see performance director Craig McAvoy just having a little chat with Brandon just now, who's not a member of our elite boxing group.
Is he here for recruiting?
Well, he's just beaten somebody who is in our performance
you can
group
see
just now. So
with a smile on his face. So I think that was a good convo, whatever it is.
Yeah, but Andrew Snedden's a fantastic boxer, and I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure we'll see some more good performances from Andrew Snedden. It just was Brandon's day.
So in the ring, bout number 2, 57 kilograms. Ewan Campbell, you see there on the red from Granite City. And Luke Anderson from Kane Boxing. You can see some of the Kane lads there in the crowd. There's always a big team of them doing. They're the ones sitting in the red tracksuits on. So I've been sitting here, it says Granite City on my sheet, right, but I know Ewan Campbell, and I thought he moved gym, but he's no moved gym. I'm sure he's still at Glenrothes. few people asking. I do have a list. So I do have a list in front of me who is boxing today in this ring. Somebody asked when is Evan boxing? Is it ring 1 or ring 2? So Evan, I'm just checking through my list. He's not in ring 2, so let's see when he is in ring number 1. I can't see him in this list. Now remember, we do have boxers boxing tonight, so they'll be boxing on the Scotland vs International duel. If that's a different event, same venue, same streaming partnership, but it will be on later on tonight. David Mills asking about Evan. What's Evan's surname? So I can have a look. Here we go, round number 2. It's got Ewan Campbell and Luke Anderson. You just can't see me, but I literally put my glasses on, right? Because I was like, I'm sure that's a Ewan Campbell from Glenrothes, and then I seen he had Glenrothes on his back, and his coaches are from Glenrothes, but on this sheet it says Granite City. Oh, Jason Thompson just confirming Evan's got a walkover for tomorrow. Oh yeah, Evan Friel, sorry. Yeah, he was supposed to be boxing 11. He's got a walkover, so yeah, he'll be boxing tomorrow. Big shots coming from Ewan still. There's a few, they're not competing with me, so don't get excited. But there's a few camera crews kicking about. So we've got the team that normally does the photography. They're also filming videos in preparation for the promo for the elite finals. And then we've got some referees also getting filmed. I don't know if they're filming like a day in the life of the referee. I'll get Ben to maybe catch us up on that. So we'll be live again tomorrow morning from 11 for tomorrow's Youth and Elite Championships. The lists will be available if you keep an eye on Boxing Scotland's Facebook page later. So can I just ask Ben, this is Granite City, it's Glenrothes.
Right, we've got the wrong club net, right, okay, we'll get this sorted.
That's why I had to put my glasses on. I was like, I know you, Campbell, and I know the coaches.
Yeah. He's
not changed club, is he?
No, I don't believe so. I think that will be an error. Yeah, because it's Glenrothes in the corner. So
Stephen Maguire who's got to pull me up for this. You know that. I know he's got to watch this backing, but
we'll sort that out.
So for those asking, next up, Lewis Urquhart, Nathan Lewis will be next. Then Lee Walsh, Bilal Wahid. Then we'll get Aidan. That's going to be a belter. Bout number 6, which will be 5th on the list because we've got one walkover. So, I know I'm looking a bit flustered. It was boiling in here. I did heating up. I did meet a boxer who remains nameless. He had to lose about 0.2 a kilo. Went up just 2 minutes before the weights closed. So I don't know if it would have heated up for him. He's skipping ropes, booty up and stuff. How's everyone doing? Let me know what you think about the whole idea of the pay-per-view and the being on Facebook. Facebook is the only place we can really get a trial for it. We'll try it anyway. Hopefully we'll start working and then start investing with like proper cameras. My bad dream instead of drones flying about, following the boxers as they walk out. So we go round number 3. Glen Office is Ewan Campbell in the red corner. He's boxing Kane Luke Anderson in the blue. Big shots there coming back from Kane. He's still boxing in the back foot. I realised what I'd done there. Ben had left and I switched my mic off instead of his. So hopefully you can still hear us. Ross Hutchison, let me know. This will be another final moments of this round number 3. This is bout number 2 on the list. We've got 19 bouts in total, 5 walkovers, so there'll be 14 in this ring. This is number 2. We usually have visuals up, well we've done that last time, but it's a bit, I've had a few technical difficulties today, so we're just going to make sure we bring you the box in. You listen to my sweet voice, talk you through it. If you have any questions, fire them in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also click in the description JTV Live's YouTube channel. We will have some of the bouts edited and posted there individually. You can order them if you get in touch with us at jamie@jatvlive.com or message any of our social media if you want to pay or sponsor for a bout to be edited individually, and we'll get that to you. Final 10 seconds here for bout number 2, round number 3. So we will pass to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement. I know you were busy.
Sorry, I was firefighting.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I'm doing now with this.
So I didn't really see any of that contest, so we'll wait
I'm
for
in the red corner, but let's find out what Craig's saying.
We don't do this for every contest, but this was very close, even into the third round. Please show your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, it goes to the wire, and becomes no surprise, it's a 3-2 split decision in favour of the winner through to the next round. In the blue corner, Luke Anderson. And please take applause going on from Glen Office, Ewan Campbell.
Well, it shows you how much I know. I had the opposite. I thought you had done enough, but I think Luke boxed smart. He's boxing a lot in the back foot. Should we move you up a wee bit? I'll move in and then look, so you can see, look who it is, it's Ben Holme.
So I did, as I said, I didn't really see a lot of that one. Trying to deal with a couple of things.
So this is Oven Vineborough and is it Hoyt? Is it Hoyt Boxing?
It's Highland Boxing Academy.
Boxing
yeah,
Academy.
so Inverness.
You start learning these abbreviations.
So this is Lewis Urquhart. There's 3 Lewis Urquharts at Highland Boxing Academy.
And I've already asked this before. They're not related, are they?
And none of them are related, yeah. So there's 3 and none of them are related. So can cause some confusion at times.
Sean Boyle, actual check that. You came on last week and said the judges are sitting having a convo. No, they weren't the ones judging. They were just the officials. So they seen, like, I went and double checked and I went and checked up.
Okay.
And then they drew me a floor plan.
Right.
So now I know where everybody sits. I've left in the house, but I do have a floor plan of where everybody is, so I can identify and answer those questions.
Okay. I've got a good Liam Foy story, head coach Highland Boxing Academy, but I'll tell you off air. There was somebody who was telling me at the last championships that we missed actually, but I won't share it. It's not for on air, but
remember we have like
he was telling me a story last month. But I missed it. I'm assuming you missed it as well, so I'll tell you after.
So Pastor Craig CVC introduces.
We'll tell you on the pay-per-view stream.
International 3-star referee Mr. Ravi Roy introducing in the red corner. He boxes for the Highland Boxing Academy Inverness, Lewis Urquhart. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Irvine Vineborough Boxing Buccaneers, Nathan Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, we go back into ring number 2, the result of contest number 2. In both contests we have a 3-2 split decision. It goes in favour of the winner and through in the blue corner, Connor Anderson.
So we're going to need to be a bit specific with this one because we've got Lewis Urquhart, Nathan Lewis. So So Lewis Urquhart in the red corner and Nathan Lewis in the blue.
We'll just remind everyone we've got 2 rings today, so the other ring 2, which is all the youth bouts, is currently streaming as well. We've had 2 bouts in that ring. Connor Anderson from McTaggart, Scott, just got the victory over Nikita Barbakar from Glasgow Boxing Academy. That was a youth 57 kilogram 2006 contest. But we are here in ring 1, which is all of the elite contests.
Adam, how you doing? Good question. Wasim will be boxing. So Wasim, we've got down as a withdrawn. He's supposed to be boxing 9th. I'll need to have a catch up with Wasim because I spoke to him yesterday, so I don't know what the issue was about. Do you know why the withdrawn?
Was he missed the weight?
Oh, God.
He was too heavy at the weigh-in. So we had two. I think Jack Blair from JNL in the next bout also missed the weight. There is no weight allowance for this. It's an elite competition, a Golden Gloves competition, so they have to be absolutely bang on the weight. So we only had 2 people out of all the boxers in action, both rings. We only had 2 people miss the scales. But yeah, Jack.
That's a shame. I spoke to Wasim last night as well. I know he was looking forward to it, but it's part and parcel of the boxing. I mean, the weight allowances, and if there's no allowances there for safety above anything else, isn't it?
So it's just to make it a fair contest, really, because it's we're running sort of international standards. So in an international competition, you wouldn't get a weight allowance. Our development championships, we do give a 0.2 kilogram weight allowance for each boxer. So they're allowed to just be slightly over the designated weight. But for this, they have to be bang on. I can't think what Wasim was. He was 67 point something, but the weight limit was 67 kilos. So it was maybe 0.7 kilo I've got in my head, something like that, above. I could be wrong, but either way, even if you're a gram over, you're out.
Wow.
There's no weight allowance at all. But we do have trial scales downstairs. And
yeah, I know. I've seen all
that sort of stuff. So
a boxer I know that was about 0.2 over.
Yeah, so they do some. You see people skipping and trying to get the weight off.
I thought that's why they put the heating up in here.
Yeah. We did have somebody at the development who came down and they were about 3 kilos over.
Wow.
And they came down from Aberdeen as well. I think it was an Aberdeen uni boxer. So it's, there's missing the weight and there's missing the weight. You know.
Definitely. That's a lot.
I'm not sure it was worth the journey from Aberdeen, to be honest.
It's a nice wee trip. You take it often.
Yeah, I did it last night.
So Lewis Urquhart is in the red, and Nathan Lewis in the blue. Nathan's got a good height on him. Nice shots there coming from the blue corner.
So this is a quarter-final contest, I believe, in the 57 kilogram featherweight elite category.
If you keep an eye on the red corner, that's landing some nice shots on the way back out, and he has been in the back foot most of this match, and sometimes that can seem deceiving because you think.
Depends sometimes what the judges are looking for. Some judges like the person who comes forward and makes the bout. Some people prefer the counter punch. I mean, obviously it should be scoring blows is what it should be scored on. But everyone's got their, when it's close, you know, everyone's got their kind of personal. Some people like the person who comes and makes the contest. I think if you're going to box on the back foot, you have to make sure you win clear enough that you've done it that way.
For me, Nathan Lewis in the blue corner, he's just got that nice reach. He's using it well. He's just, for me, being more aggressive in the rounds.
Good right hand there from Lewis Urquhart.
So we've got one more round left for bout number 3 in ring 1. Get a few decent bouts coming up.
Yeah, so the majority of them are either round of 16 or quarter-final contests. I believe there's only 2 elite semi-finals today. The first bout we had and the last bout we're going to have. So we're going to start and end with the semi-final. We saw obviously Brandon Grant get the win over Andrew Snedden to book his place in next month's elite finals. We're going to end with Nathan Tarr versus Jordan McEwen in a super heavyweight semi-final. So we'll see the first 2 boxers to book their place in next month's elite finals, which will be back here at Ravenscraig, but we're in the big hall for that, so we won't be in this hall. We're in the
We'll be moving halls
for the finals. We're in the big hall.
Where were we last year? In here?
In here, yeah. So all the competitions since the pandemic have been in here, but we are back in the big hall for next month's elite finals on the 15th of April.
So Jack, is it Swanee or Swaney? About 17, Shreib and Abe, Rob Roy, they'll be boxing about 17, so it's quite late in the day. It's just 3 bouts before, 2 bouts before our final bout. Look at some questions coming in on YouTube. No worries, Amy. How you doing? I owe you a bout as well. Sorry, I need to get that to you. If I do owe anybody bouts, just be on top of me. So, hi Eva, how you doing? This is bout number 3. You're in time because next up we've got Lee Welsh and Bilal Wahid, and then Aidan Roger and Lochman Bendald. Who I'm assuming, Eva, that's who you're here to see.
Did you?
So these are longer rounds. From normally what I'm used to, ring 2 is obviously some of them a bit shorter. So the boxers, the pace a lot slower. They have to try and keep their stamina right up. But here we go. As the final few seconds, a wee bit of showdown came there. Great bout there, both lads putting in. They're all. Oh, we were talking there to Ben about how it could be. Oh, Ben's disappeared. Ben, where are you? That's a lot going on. So he's got a firefight, as he calls it. And I was having issues myself with the visuals and the sound. Wow. So we go past to Craig Stephen with the official announcement.
The 3, we have a 4-1 split decision. Goes in favour of the winner and through in the blue corner, Nathan Lewis. And please appreciate the man from Highland Boxing Academy, Lewis Circular.
So well done there to Nathan Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, contest 4 in ring 1, we have had a withdrawal of the red corner, therefore Zach Scally, Nickelodeon, walks over to next week. Zach Scally is through by Rob Bomber. He's 60 kilo, elite lightweight films. Contest number 5. Ring number 1, boxes please.
So this will be contest number 5. Ring number 1, Lee Welsh and Bilal Wahid Joneses versus Sparta. This should be decent.
Yeah. We've seen Lee Welsh a few times, good boxer.
So I'll pass to Craig quickly as he announces both boxers. We'll be back in a wee second.
George Brown. Introducing the red corner, boxing for the Joneses, boxing referee Surrender Lee Welsh. In the blue corner, boxing for the Sparta, boxing again, the Grangemouth Bilal Wahid.
Still getting 15 minutes, I think.
So we go round number 1. Lee Welsh, the red corner, Bilal Wahid in the blue. As I said, I think this will be decent. I'm hoping it is. I've seen Bilal box a few times. Lee, I've seen him box at the William Wallace Box Cup last year. It was obviously hosted by Joneses.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in ring number 2, contest number 3, and before we declare the results, the referee Mr. Susan has asked that I ask you to join him and congratulate both boxers. Well done,
So Lennon Smith is boxing Axel and Goy, about 13.
4-1, split decision.
It's about 6 bouts time. If it's before 1 o'clock, it'll be before the break. If it's after, it'll be after the break.
And please take the applause going
One of these, you can see already, these guys are getting up close and personal. Lee being a bit smart and no allowing Bilal to use that reach advantage. He's getting right in his face there and throwing absolute belters very close to the body, making it difficult for Bilal to take charge. But Bilal is using that ring space well. It is the championship ring, so they're a lot bigger than, say, the home shows. But Lee, I was just saying, he's not giving Bilal any distance whatsoever to use those big jabs.
Referee for this one, international star referee, veteran championship referee, Mr. Donald Campbell, introducing in the red corner, boxing for the Priestfield, boxing for Atlanta, Ben Goldberg. And in the blue corner, boxing for
Well, Lee's definitely been busier this round, made it difficult for Bilal to take any sort of charge of this bout. But here Bilal's now got him against the ropes and Lee's still throwing. Been a few seconds around number 1. You go great first round there. Between Lee Welsh here in the red corner and Bilal Wahid with Sparta in the blue. Lee just from the beginning been shutting that distance down, not allowing Bilal to use that jab. Bilal's obviously taller, he's get the advantage of the reach if he's able to use it. There's a few boxers that I see coming up. Going to shout out Brandon Butler. There's a similar sort of, he's a bit small, obviously younger, smaller, but he's a bit similar build to Lee Welsh. And he's got a great technique of sort of ducking the jabs and then getting right in the body and in the face of his opponent. So we go round number 2 for bout, which is number 5 on the list, but it's number 4 today. So, while you asked the question, Coco, the student of life, McLeod, who's boxing tomorrow. I don't see Callum Smith on my list. I don't know if maybe he's boxing tomorrow, I'm not sure. But Connor McLeod, the student of life, you'll be boxing tomorrow, so I'll see them, but I'll find out some information about Callum Smith. We're getting a point deducted. We just said a point deducted for Lee. Somebody asked a question, I just missed it.
Okay. So I was dealing more firefighting. I mean,
do you need help? I've got 2 assistants today that help me set up if you need.
No, it was okay. It was a couple of things that I needed to sort just to do
We're
the
getting a point
so.
deducted below, so that's even Stevens here.
So what was the first point deduction for?
I missed it.
Right, okay.
I've just
Sorry, that was me distracting you, Jamie.
But they've been very, like Lee's been very up in Bilal's face, made it difficult. So I don't know if maybe there's some points for like this, the tanglement.
Right.
Bilal, great head movement there. I think Bilal just thought he just needs to box this the way Lee wants to get right in his face. There's no letting him get any space either. The final last 10 seconds of this round. So another great round there. We've seen a point deducted for each of the boxers.
Right.
But
I should be able to sit and watch now.
Yeah.
I was thinking Martin Tyler doesn't have to organise the football match and commentate. He just gets to sit there.
It is an added advantage. If you're watching Ring 2, you'll just get to see all the action.
Yeah, so we don't have any commentary on Ring 2. We're just letting that run, just the feed.
I've been looking at ways where we can juggle them. And
you can cut in between, right? Yeah.
Just a wee app and install in that phone, and then you could see it here, and
that'd be interesting.
So there is ways forward. Maybe we go round number 3, third and final round between Lee Welsh and Bilal Wahid. Lee boxing for Jonesy's in the red corner, Bilal Wahid from Sparta in the blue.
I think it's just important to mention this is Ring 1 and it's all the elite contests. But we are going to take a break after 8 bouts have been completed in Ring number 2. We only have 8 in Ring 2 and we have 14 in Ring 1. When we come back from that break, we should have 6 contests, and we're actually going to split them across the 2 rings.
Yeah. I
So
thought that.
some of the elite bouts the later ones may take place on the other stream. So we'll try and keep you right with what bouts are going to be where.
Yeah.
But just in case you're looking for anyone in particular later on, they might be on the Ring 2 stream, which is the youth ring, but just due to that action ending about an hour and a half earlier than here, we're gonna split it. But we will keep you right. Or Jamie, you'll keep them right.
Yeah. I tried my best. I'm just getting out what's going on in action in this ring here. Big shots now coming from Lee. Getting a bit scrappy at times as both boxers try to execute their game plan. These 2 guys really be going throughout the 3 rounds. So we go for round number 3. It's been a great bout. Both boxers hanging in there to the very, very end. The medical team will just check them over. Then we'll have Craig Stephen give you an official announcement. Greg Patterson is boxing bout 10. He's boxing Matthew Clark from Glenrothes. For those asking, I'm going to say this carefully, Zach is stuck in Fife and he's on the motorways. Make sure there's no boxing until we get there. Alright. Well, you might miss these championships, but you'll maybe make it to the Dual International later tonight. Pass to Craig Stephen with the official announcement.
Contest number 5, and we have a post contest of 3-2 split decision. It goes in favour of the winner and to the next round in the blue corner, Malawi. And please give the applause going for Jones's Lee Welsh.
So, I thought that would be close. Was a split decision. Making away to the ring, Aidan Roger and Lockman Bendald.
So contest number 6, AK1.
So I was at the Southside Box Academy home show last week. Aidan Roger was boxing, but I've been looking forward to Lockman coming back after that robbery last time.
Yeah, we got some sticks.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
I still think Lockman wants to go. I'm not going to change my mind.
Were you pulled up for anything? Were you pulled up for anything? I get pulled up.
Yeah, I've had a few people mention it, but yeah, well, I've seen it back. I still think Lockman won the contest.
So we'll pass to Craig Stevens to introduce both these boxers.
For the Southside Boxing Academy, Tory Glen Glasgow, Aidan Roger. And in the blue corner, boxes for the Byron Boxing Club, Aberdeen, Lockman Bendald.
So your referee, Mr. John McKenna, brings both boxes together before we just start round number 1. A lot of information coming on online. So Callum Smith has injured his shoulder. For those asking why Callum's in boxing. Craig Ferry, thanks for the info about Wasim.
Well, Meadow, I believe, just had the one boxer in today, but they got a walkover. Obviously, Wasim didn't make the weight, so a nice little journey through from Blairgowrie and then back this morning for Sean Henvey.
Some people stuck in, don't read the name, but there's some people stuck in Fife.
Oh, right, okay. So I don't know if Craig Ferry was here this morning for the weigh-in and then went home and is watching it, or whether he wasn't planning to be here this weekend. But nobody on for Well Meadow today, with Jonathan Kermath getting the walkover.
I think the delay there for starting this was just because the official wanted the door shut.
The officials
walked over and shut the door.
No, I think there was a meeting this morning, so I think we're upstairs having a meeting. The officials.
No, before.
Right.
No. He just
All
walked
right.
there and
All
shut
right.
that door. Right, this should be good.
Can't please him. I got told it was too hot. Now I'm getting told it's too
I
hot.
was too hot when I first came in.
So back in round 2, result of contest number 4. Then Wolves up to Sydney and the last
But Lockman is a two-time development champion.
we have a unanimous decision. It goes in favour of the winner, Andrew, in the red corner, Ben McGoldrick.
So Ben McGoldrick just picking up the win there on ring 2. I'm going to watch that back, right? I love watching me, Ben.
Yeah, so that was a semi-final, so that books him into the Youth 2006 60 kilogram final. Ben McGoldrick from Priestfield. That's over on ring number 2. That stream is also live on the Boxing Scotland official YouTube channel.
You also run to the next round. So contest number 6 will be our next contest in ring 2. Boxers from Sparta Boxing Academy and Argo from Chapel. Then we have boxers, please.
Oh, fantastic right hand from
Right,
Lockman.
nice.
Punch of the round so far.
So contest number 6, ring 2, 3 minute rounds. And in the 67 kilo welterweight division, Hugh Williams. Deputy judge is the ball winner.
So Aidan was boxing at the top of the bill in Hampden last weekend. Southside Boxing Academy's home show.
So I watched a little bit of that on your stream. I think I saw Tate Chikenya won.
Oh, he was brilliant.
Very good
Tate
boxer.
Chikenya,
Very good
wow.
boxer. From Blue Vale.
He's something else.
He's one I watch out for. You know what? He was here last month for the school and junior Golden Gloves, and he won his opening contest, but then he had to pull out the next round. I think he had a stomach illness, so he had to pull out. Never competed in. I think that was the semi-final stage, which was good because he was one of the ones I circled of. I'm going to watch him. He's a very impressive young boxer.
So just as Kenzie Moyer started boxing in ring 2, I'm just going to have a shout out to Eddie Wilkie, who gets married today.
From Argo.
Yep.
Congratulations.
And also John from Antonine, he's getting married today as well.
Is he right?
So some people that are going to that wedding for the
They'll be watching this.
No, then need to come back because Leo Church is boxing tonight.
Okay.
So I know Leo Church's mum and his dad are going to be here in full wedding.
Right. Okay.
So
I thought you meant they'd be in the ceremony and they'd be watching us.
that might happen as well. I encourage that to happen. She did joke about bringing a coach.
Right.
In the wedding.
Okay. That'd be great.
So I was waiting to see who was going to be in Kenzie's corner because he's had to box, and I think he's going to hit straight to that wedding after this.
Okay.
So we go round number 2 with Aidan, Roger, red corner, Lookman, Ben Dowd in the blue.
We've got our performance director Craig McAvoy just decided it might be good to pull him in for a chat at some point.
Yep.
Today, if he's
well, every time I chat to that, he always goes, "Oh yeah, 5 minutes, and then he'll find a way to disappear. I did a whole podcast with him. That was one of the
of course,
Scottish
yeah.
Boxing podcast.
Is that with Ricky Burns as well?
Yeah. I enjoyed that. We done that right in the ring.
I remember that. Yeah, it was good.
So Matthew Clark will be about 10. We're currently in about 6, but we've got one walkover between then, and we might also have a break. So Amy Fox, I'll have a look at that. McTaggart Home show. I didn't make it there. Lennon Smith will be boxing Axel Ngoy and Rob Roy. That is bout number 13. The pace is a lot different for say the novices and even the
Gum Shield come out there.
some of the development championship. Oh
no, it's not. Sorry, I thought it was the Gum Shield John had picked up. Couple of nice shots there from Aidan Roger.
We're now 10 seconds round number 2. I couldn't tell you who's winning, but I seen a nice.
There's a nice strong finish from Aidan Roger.
They're sort of looks as if they're holding back a bit, and it just they know how to pick up the points. It's just executing that, so you can see them waiting for the right moment, and they're countering each other well as well. So I think this is another will be very, very close.
Yeah, we might see Lockman come and empty the tank. We've seen him, a few times at these championships, and he certainly will bite down on the Gum Shield and let the punches go. He's not afraid to stand and trade. We've seen that. He's had a couple of, probably the best amateur fight I've ever seen live was Lockman versus the lad from Kingdom at the Novice Championships just over a year ago, where both of them were on the canvas multiple times. Lockman getting the win.
So we go third and final round. Your referee, Mr. John McKenna. Unfortunately, Andrew, I won't be able to give you a time. I don't know a rough time of when Greg will be on. He is about.
What bout number is he?
He's about 10. So we're going to have a break after about 8. Is that right?
Well, after 8 completed. So. If I had to guess, I'd say about 1:45.
1:45?
1 o'clock, yeah. I think he'll be the last belt before the break.
Oh, so he may be on
because
before
it'll
the
be
break.
belt. It's belt number 10 in the running order, but it's belt number 8 because of a couple of withdrawals.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think we'll get him the last belt most likely before the break. So it's about 1:45, 1 o'clock.
So Andrew, just stay watching. Don't go anywhere. You can watch other bouts. Give us your opinion on some of them.
No worries, Andrew. Hope you're keeping well. Used to have his own club in Blairgowrie, Andrew, but now a coach with Granite City Boxing Club up in Aberdeen, as well as working with Hannah Rankin.
Oh, in the university.
Yeah.
I know Andrew, but sometimes I'm not sure of the names if it's because I can't see the picture if it's Andrew I know. Looks a bit different for that photo.
Hannah had a good win, didn't she, last week? She won all 10 rounds.
I watched that. Was on BBC.
Yeah, it was.
iPlayer.
Don't see many boxing belts on BBC, so it's good to see.
Hannah had a mate that worked for BBC,
is that how?
and
Right.
she was the one that when Hannah won the world title, and it was the first. I think it was the first time a female pro main evented a Scottish show, and the BBC televised it.
Right. A couple of good right hands there from Lockman. Yeah, I thought Osley Harrison had maybe scared the BBC off for life. his
Well, it was
his
BBC
early pro
Scotland
career,
before, and then it became BBC Sport. So that's good. Shout out to Hannah Rankin. She's always been very supportive of JATV, and I've seen her at a lot of amateur clubs. Last time I seen her was up in Nairn.
Yeah. Fantastic right hand.
We're going to get a
from
count.
Lockman. We're going to get a standing
Aidan
count.
was a bit frustrated. He was a bit unfazed, but it was definitely.
There'd been a couple before that, just 30 seconds or so before he'd landed that, and he saw the opening again,
and that right on the belt.
Right, so that's the.
I think it was the right call.
Third
just for
and
the
final round.
Take that.
It wobbled him to his boots. I don't think Aidan agreed with that, but I don't see any complaints. I think that was a fair enough standing count. So it'll be interesting to see if does that do enough for Lockman to get the decision.
So we're past to Craig Stephen with the official announcement. Keep the questions coming in. I'll try and find out Zach Scully. I don't know if I can't see Zach Scully on this list. But pass to Craig first and find an answer for you in a wee second there, Ben.
So we're giving number 1, the result of contest number 6. So we'll get slightly delay, ladies and gentlemen, because for any of you who do not know the rules of the International Boxing Association, we cannot have a draw. There has to be a decision. We have gone to what the computer calls preference, because it has ended up with a draw, so the judges have to decide a winner. We have an uneven number of judges, so we will always get a result. We have a preference result. It is a 3-2 split decision. It goes in favour of the winner, and through the next round in the red corner, Aidan Roger. But please, ladies and gentlemen, an exceptionally close contest to appreciation and anthem by the Lockman Ben.
It's a shame when it comes down to that.
Yeah, so I think that's the first time we've seen that since the last bout of the elite finals last year.
So we've seen it in the elite finals.
I haven't seen it since. I don't think I've seen that since.
So what would have happened is.
So what happens is the cards were completely level. So most likely we had a 28-28 scorecard. So somebody's got it 2 rounds to 1. They've probably given Lockman a 10-8 round because of the standing count. Now in amateur boxing, you don't automatically get a 10-8 round for a knockdown or a standing count, unlike in the pro game. But if you feel they've won the round convincingly enough, you can give them a 10-8. So I did feel it was going to go Aidan's way, because it was the same with Charlie Doig and Colin Kearney last year, it was 28-28, but that was because of the point deduction to Colin Kearney. So I'll wait for the introductions and then I'll
do my own thing.
Boxing for the Shire, Boxing Club with your Nathan Gilmore.
So I thought it was going to go Aiden's way because if it's because of a 10-8, what happens is the judges will get an option, a prompt. Who do they think won the round?
It
The contest.
3-2 and that.
Yeah, I think what will have happened is the people who have scored it 2 rounds to 1 to Aiden will probably go Aiden and give him the win. So.
So now we've got Dylan Smith for Alloa and Nathan Gilmore from Shire Boxing.
Unanimous decision. The winner and the next round in the blue corner, Kenzie Moore.
Kenzie Moore picking up the win in ring number 2, and then he's going to go straight to the wedding for Eddie Wilkie. I'm just going to go catch Kenzie quickly myself. Be back in a second.
Introducing first the boxing of the red corner, he boxes for the Tiger Scots Boxing Club. He is Dylan Jones. And boxing in the blue corner, boxing for the Royal Boxing Club, Josh Hawk.
So I just had a wee chat with Kenzie Moore. It's good. I think he's going to go to that wedding with a black eye. But well done, Kenzie, for that one. He boxed Ryan Murray from Sparta. I was just saying there, Ben. He's got to have a black eye. Got to that wedding. He's got to put makeup.
Oh, is he? All right. At least it's not his wedding. I did speak to Craig McAvoy, but I don't think we're going to have much luck. He's been elusive. Which is strange because he does like to chat, Craig. So.
You just get him on the spot. Oh, you try to get him on?
Yeah. He was like that at the Commonwealth Games, actually. He was reluctant to do interviews himself, so I had to almost twist his arm to get him on.
Do you know, I don't know how this happened. Do you know the chat AI stuff?
ChatGPT.
Aye, right?
Did you see the South Park episode?
Yeah, I love it. I love South Park. They've been on the ball.
I was
They're always on the ball. So I went and put the list, right?
Okay.
Everyone that's boxing tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, I've sent ChatGPT, I said, take out the bouts, take out shorten it to SCO rather than Scotland.
Ah, okay.
And then only sent 11 back. So then I was like, oh, you've missed 2 out. And it just added in 2 random bouts. So I added Sean Lazzarini, right?
Okay. Wow.
And I nearly posted it and I went, what? What the hell? Sean Lazzarini's turned pro. Why is he on this?
Yeah.
And I've screenshot it, I'll show you what it is. And I asked it, why did you add Sean Lazzarini? He says, oh, I made a mistake. But I'm like, surely the information I gave you never had Sean Lazzarini's name on it.
No. That's weird they've pulled Sean's name out.
I'll show you that there's another name, but I'm not going to say that now. There's another name I added for the third team.
This AI technology, Something that we're keeping
It's like you're a liar. You must have got that information from somewhere. Should we look? Should we look forward, right? Pretend.
Pretend we're.
Yeah, we'll look. We'll pretend that we're just talking shit. So I just got knocked down here. We're gonna get a count. So we'll just get my picture taken. The exact Scally isn't in the list today. So that's a win there for the red corner.
Dylan Smith from Alloa gets the stoppage there.
And they get a similar kit on as well. It's like the golden, so the Golden Gloves tournament, but they've got black and gold.
Referee Tommy Winter is deciding to end the contest. Now, obviously, health and safety is going to take primary concern in these matters. Health and safety of the boxers at all times. To be honest, I don't think Nathan Gilmore's disputing it.
So apparently we've got a wee issue with ring number 2 stream. So we'll just check up on that just now as I'll pass to Craig Stephen in the ring for round number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to ring number 1, the result of contest number 6. So the referee has stopped this contest in round number 2, the winner by KO victory and through to the next round in the red corner, Dylan Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, each applause for Shires Nathan Gilmore. Contest number 8, ring number 1, Redfordshire, Craig Miller, boxers please.
So here we go with contest number 8. This is Martin Kerr. And do you know, I'm going to miss something. I've not seen that Martin was boxing. Look through these lists and I've just been glancing over it. So I love watching Martin box. So apparently we've got an issue with the stream. Just going to check. We are back up now with ring number 2. We'll pass to Craig Stephen to introduce the boxers.
3 rounds, we are still in the light welterweight 63.5 kilo division. Elite prelims. Mr. James Thompson is the referee for this one. Introducing the red corner, boxing for the Ravenscraig Boxing Club, presenting Martin Kerr. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Craig Miller Boxing Club in Edinburgh, Thomas John Fowley.
Oh yeah, now we've got ring 2 in our side screen. That means I can.
Yeah, it just had a internet connection failure for some reason. So
these venues are like us. These busy venues with a lot of people using their phone. We should just confiscate phones next time at the door.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how much I missed in ring number 2. Hopefully not too much.
So we go with ring number 1, Martin Kerr the red corner. Shout out to everybody watching from Renfrewshire Boxing. That's where JTV all started. It was the first
Yeah,
gym
we're
we went
potentially going to see Robert McNulty tonight, but that's not going to take place on the.
Well, he's
Ireland
coming
show.
back. He's away to get his haircut. So he had to come in for a weigh-in, his international weigh-in this morning.
But I don't think that contest is going ahead, is it?
No, he had to come in for an international medical.
Ah, okay.
So he still had to do his medical. And then he's away to get his haircut.
He's not got a wedding, does he?
No. He'll be coming. He said he's coming tonight.
Right.
To support the team.
Yeah, I know they were sparring yesterday. They've got the belts today, and then they're sparring again tomorrow. So what they're doing is they're competing over 3 days. They're trying to replicate the competitive what they're going to experience
the
at
atmosphere,
Lithuania. So they're going to Lithuania for this Sokaias tournament, where they'll be competing in 3 consecutive days. So that's why they're doing sparring, competing, sparring, just to replicate that.
Nice use of the jab there from Martin K up the rank. Thomas Foley in the blue. Great wee back and forth going with these two.
Yeah.
Man using that jab nicely, just getting right in the middle. His opponent, even with the gloves up, he's breaking through it. Big body shots coming from Martin. We've got to get a count. I felt that there, and this is where Martin really can expose his opponents when he does get. There was a few that before the referee managed to step in. There was a few big body shots coming there. And I've seen Martin do this many times. You've seen him earlier in the round, using that jab, throwing, like doubling up his jabs and getting right down the middle, and then when it comes to getting up close and personal from the body shots, a lot of people, when Kasparuk boxed, I name drop him all the time, I don't care, that's who introduced me in boxing, but when he boxed in the pros, what's that, Nelson, the used to be a boxer, I'm sure he's a commentator now. Yeah, he was like, oh, there's not much power in Cash's shots. But if you look back at Cash's earlier fights, most of them were all stoppages exactly the same way. These big body shots used to come. So I put a wee compilation and tagged him in it on Twitter. I think I was smart, the footage I had.
The Sky Sports commentator.
Yeah.
I was meant to do a documentary on him.
You worked with him in it?
Yeah, I worked with him. Yeah, I was going to be doing a documentary on Johnny Nelson's career. He had a fascinating career. Actually, unfortunately, fell through. But lost his first 3 contests as a professional.
Yeah.
I think he lost something like 4 of his first 6, but he still managed to come back to become a world champion. He fought for the world title a couple of times. That's mental,
that, because like you always think until you've got 6-0 or 17-0, people try and battle through to get to that level, to lose at the beginning of your career and then sort of restart it.
And not only that, he fought for the world title a couple of times and lost. And I think it was either his 3rd or 4th opportunity till he actually won the world title.
Still trying to go down when he can. He's doing that.
Yeah. But see, once he won the world title, next 7 years of his career, undefeated, retired without losing it.
Wow.
So it just goes to show, you know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. He's a good guy, Johnny. He's a good guy, Johnny Nelson. Yeah, you see Martin still trying to target the body there.
Yeah, he does switch up. He's got
it's
switch up very, very quickly. He doesn't give his opponent even a chance to consider what's coming. But
yeah, I think
Tom is still doing his best there, and he is throwing some nice jabs himself. But
I think the bell came at a really good time for Thomas in that last round. It felt like Martin was close to forcing a stoppage. He might still be close to forcing a stoppage, if I'm honest.
Big shots.
He stopped moving. I think we're going to see the end of the contest here.
Another count here. I was just about to say, Martin just loves to box. He's one of these characters. Is just quiet. He's nicknamed, I'm sure, the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, and he's forced the win there at the stoppage victory.
Great stoppage. Congratulations to Martin. Unfortunately for Thomas, a foul there, but I do think Thomas tried to stay in as much then, but there's only so much of these big shots you can take, especially when they're switching it up body to head. The
problem is as well that Martin knew he was hurting him with the body shots, and he just was relentless in targeting him.
He's just so pleasant. See, he goes there, I'm watching him go there, he's just such a pleasant wee character. So we go past in the ring for Craig Stephen, the ring announcer. He's just making his way to ring number 1. We'll have the official announcement here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move back to ring number 1, the result of contest number 8, and the first duty of a referee, ladies and gentlemen, as always, is the safety of the boxers. To that end, the referee, Mr. Thompson, stops this contest in round number 2. He declares the winner and through in the red corner, Martin Kerr. And please, your appreciation, great colours, Thomas John Farley.
So we have Greg Patterson coming in next for Andrew Usher, and we are going to take the break after that contest. So we're going to have Matthew Clark, Glenn Rothers versus Greg Patterson, Granite City, and then we will have a 30-minute intermission after that.
So you're watching Boxing Scotland and JATV Live's coverage of the Youth and Elite Championships, the Golden Glove Youth
Gloves,
Elite Championships. Where is the Golden Gloves? It'll be the finals they dish them out, innit?
What's that?
Are they going to dish the Golden Gloves out to people?
Yeah, they'll get a pair of Golden Gloves, Boxing Scotland branded Golden Gloves. We have all of the youth finals next Saturday. We have one youth final today though, just due to withdrawals. We ended up with an 86 kilo youth final, so you'll see a pair of those youth Golden Gloves later today.
So Craig Stephen just announcing ring number 2, and then he'll move back to ring number 1 as we await Matthew Clark and Greg Patterson. This should be decent because I've watched Matthew box a lot up at Glen Rothers. Shout out to everybody watching.
We still will have title belts for the elite winners as well. So the youth get the gold medal and the gold gloves.
I know Andrew Meakin's got his eyes set.
Okay. So yeah, the elite winners get the medal, the gloves, and the belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final contest in Ring 1 before a very short comfort break for our officials. This is contest number 10. This is three minute rounds. We are still in the elite 67 kilo welterweight division, a prelim. And the referee for this one is Mr. Randy Bly, introducing in the red corner. Boxing 4, the Glen Rothers Boxing Club 5, Matthew Clark. And in the blue corner, Boxing 4, the Granite City Boxing Club at Aberdeen, Greg Patterson.
So as Craig Stephen just said, Matthew Clark, Glenn Rothers in the red, and Greg Patterson from Granite City Boxing Club in Aberdeen in the blue. We don't have David McAllister Jr. in the corner for Granite City for this one. Not sure where David is this weekend. this will be the last contest before our 30-minute intermission. And then we still have 6 elite belts to come after the break. But we will be splitting them across both Ring 1 and Ring 2. So we'll keep the Ring 2 stream going after the youth belts finish. And then we'll keep you right about which belts are going to be in which stream. The commentary will stay here in Ring 1. Nice work there from Greg Patterson, landing a couple of shots and also avoiding the shots coming back at him from Matthew Clark. Coming towards the end of round number 1 in ring number 1. Final 10 seconds. And some good work then again from Patterson, just on the counter punch, backs against the rope, but he was landing the shots. And this is round number 2, just about to get underway. So we don't have open scoring for this contest, so we don't know what the official scorecards are at this stage. 5 judges ringside will make the call. So we're interested to see how people at home are scoring the in the chat. From my eye, it's been some good work from Greg Patterson in the blue from Granite City, but right hand does get through there from Matthew Clark in the red. Couple of nice shots there again from Greg.
I don't care, Jamie.
End of round number 2, one more to go. So one more round.
because there's actually drill officials here. So that you never tell me.
So I just had to have a quick catch up with Craig Stephen, who's going to announce the winner of this bout.
We have a unanimous decision that goes in favour of the winner and through to the next round in the blue corner. It's Sosa Osenwicki. And please keep the applause going, keep them clean switch.
I think there was some confusion there. Both rings were waiting for the announcement. Blue was announced the winner in ring number 2.
So we've not got an announcement. Ignore what you just seen. There's a wee bit of confusion. There's some people. We're going to find out now the winner on ring number 1.
Just remain outside the ring until the referee takes to the ring. We move back to ring number 1. Results of contest number 10. We have a 3-2 split decision. It goes in favour of the winner through to the next round in the blue corner, Greg Patterson.
Blue does get it.
And ladies and gentlemen, appreciation winner of this boxer, Matthew Clark.
And just to repeat, we had the announcement in the other ring saying Blue had won, and I think it was
The referees don't know though, innit? The referees won't know until it's announced.
they thought that
We're back in ring 2 with contest number 9. If we can have boxers, please.
So, after the break, which we're going into a break now, we'll be back maybe about 30 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll keep the stream up.
up.
Jude Higgins, Niall Kelly, Axel Ngoy, Lennon Smith, Darryl Gray, Joseph Galloway, Jack Swanee, Schwab and Abe, James Patterson, Israel Erinolua, Nathan Tarr and Jordan McEwen. So that's your list. I'm not reading it again. You can check Boxing Scotland's website. So ring number 2 is still going.
The referee in charge for this one was the Donald Bianco.
this is a final as well.
So somebody will get the gloves.
So what happens?
Introducing first, the boxing out of the red corner. He boxes for the barn. Boxing Club Coatbridge, presenting Jack.
Which made this a straight final because of that.
And in the blue corner.
So we'll be back on this stream in about half an hour or so.
Is there any way to change the camera over? Or?
So cruiserweight final, ladies and gentlemen, all amateur derby.
Possibly. I could let you see what's going on in ring number 2.
Swivel it.
So ladies and gentlemen, ring number 1, the
I'll
action has stopped. In ring number 1 will be out of the ring for the next 20.
So we'll go and we'll let you watch ring number 2 on YouTube.
So this is the only final for today.
So what you're currently watching is ring number 2. It's the only final we've got today. And this is just a feed from the YouTube. So it's Jack Doyle and Alan Perry.
It's been a great start from Alan Perry from Forgewood in the blue, actually. Couple of big shots again coming through from Allen. So this is round 1 in this Youth 2005 86 kilo final. Paul's got one. And we might see an early contest there because Alan Perry is really pushing for a quick night here.
Nice head movement there from Marvin.
Oh. That's the end of round number 1, yeah.
Number 1. Yeah, so there we are.
So we're looking this way now, we're kind of squinting past, but great first round from Alan Perry. Great first round.
I've just noticed there'll be a slight delay because I'm showing you the YouTube stream. So there'll be a
Okay.
slight delay in when the action gets to them, so we'll see.
Oh, so our commentary is going to be off.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's not.
But we're supposed to have a break anyway.
Yeah. It was one-way traffic, really, that first round.
it's getting a wee bit heated there just at the end. We'll have the official announcement, then we'll go straight into the break. We'll be back. So you're currently watching Ring 2 on Ring 1 stream. But there'll be a break and we'll be back in about 20 minutes.
These two young men could have been the main event in any contest around the country. Would you please show your appreciation for both their boxers on the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, we go to the Derby score totals. We have a unanimous decision goes in favour of the winner, who is now Scottish Youth for 2005 Cruiserweight Champion. In the blue corner, Alan Perrin. And please, ladies and gentlemen, it takes two to make a contest. Your silver medalist is Jack Doyle. So go boxers.
Quad muscle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are, and tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh Men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh Man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight. gentlemen, welcome to the Marriott Glasgow and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's of work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story. And it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight.
Quad muscle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are, and tonight is a culmination of a year's of work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's of work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and 3-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the 6th boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the 4-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marriott Glasgow and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight.
Go on, Marcel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan. The 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland. He became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story. And it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight.
Go on, Marshall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan, the 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland, he became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story. And it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight.
Go on, Marshall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are,
And tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh Men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan. The 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh Man Murray Sutherland. He became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and 3-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the 6th boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the 4-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are. And tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, categories. The novices, it returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these novices all the way to the top, the likes of Edinburgh men, Johnny Hill and Tansy Lee, to Benny Lynch, to Jackie Patterson, to Dick McTaggart, MBE, the greatest boxer never to turn professional. Still, he became a world champion in 1956 when he won Olympic gold. 1966 brought us Walter McGowan. The 70s, Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. In 1984, Edinburgh man Murray Sutherland. He became the IBF 154-pound world champion. Murray emigrated to Canada, but he's still a Scotsman. The 90s gave us Pat Clinton and Paul Weir. The new millennium brought Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, and three-weight world champion Ricky Burns. And in May 2021, Josh Taylor became the first Scot and only the sixth boxer worldwide to become the undisputed champion of the world in the four-belt era. Yes, Scottish boxing. It tells a beautiful story, and it's really those stories that we're hoping to celebrate here tonight.
Quad muscle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marriott Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to JATV Live's inaugural Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards here for 2022. This is the brainchild of Jamie O'Neill from JATV, and this was originally scheduled for the autumn of 2020, but the global pandemic put paid to that. So here we are, and tonight is a culmination of a year's work that has seen over 1,000 nominations submitted, over 15 categories. Over the evening, we will recognise the nominees, we'll celebrate the winners, who our judges have painstakingly debated over. One thing we have learned is that every single one of these nominations is as important as the other. And there's no award show in the world that could truly reflect the amazing work which happens every day in every boxing gym around Scotland. This weekend sees the start of this year's Boxing Scotland Development Championships, the novices. It returns, and it's absolutely fantastic to think that some young boxers are stepping into the ring competitively for the very first time. And for them, their careers are only just beginning. For a wee country, Scotland punches hard. From each of these
So referee in charge of the action ring number 1 is 3-star referee Mr. Radley Rye. Introducing first in the red corner, boxing for the Fortune Boxing Club Motherwell, Jude Higgins. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Broxburn Boxing Club, Niall Kelly. So ring number 2, ladies and gentlemen, our first contest.
So guys, welcome back. My name is Jimmy O'Neill. You're joining me with Ben Holme from Boxing Scotland for the Youth and Elite Championships here at Ravenscraig Sports Facility. We are going straight into bout number 12 on the list. Fordswood and Broxburn, Jude Higgins and Niall Kelly. This should be decent.
Yeah, so we saw Niall Kelly win the development championships. It was one of the finals that was carried over to the school and junior. So we saw Niall obviously earlier this month when we did the CDE development championships.
So we'll go round number 1.
I'm trying to think if that was the development E or development D title that he won. I'm trying to. Or was it even actually a?
So for those of you that are looking for Lennon Smith and Axel Ngoy, they're boxing now in ring number 2. So I'll send that link for ring number 2, but you can we will keep you right.
So ring number 2.
Are we back?
So we're going to be juggling as we go. So bout number 13, Axel Ngoy from Rob Roy and Kilsyth, Lennon Smith. They are boxing in ring number 2. I've just posted the link. So this is kind of how it will be until we get through all the bouts. So back in ring number 1, Jude Higgins in the red corner, Niall Kelly in the blue. Big right there landing from the red corner. They get a bit tangled up. The referee splits it up there.
So it was actually the development C title that Niall won. It was two of the bigger weights in development C. So jumping straight up to the open category, or golden gloves, as we're calling it now. So. And in the other ring, so we are finished with our youth contest now in ring 2, but we are going to split some of the running order into ring number 2. So if anyone was wanting to see Axel Ngoy from Rob Roy versus Lennon Smith from Kilsyth, that is happening right now in ring number 2. So if you want to switch to the ring 2 stream, you'll see that contest. And we'll keep you up to date as the bouts continue, what bouts are going to be in which ring. So the next bout is Darryl Gray versus Joseph Galloway. At this point, we don't know if that will be ring 1 or ring 2. It'll be whichever one is open first. So whenever there's an opening, they will go into that ring. So we'll let you know. If anyone is waiting for Darryl Gray from Kingdom versus Joseph Galloway from Linktown, we'll let you know at the time which ring that will be in.
So final few seconds around round number 1, Jude Higgins and Niall Kelly. Quite a close one. You can see both of them been landing right up to the final bell there. Where the Fordswood boxer just got some last punches landing, bit back and forward.
No, we don't know.
So it's a busy day here. What's going on?
Trying to watch a bit of Axel Ngoy. I enjoyed watching him at the development championships.
Lennon's a boxer. We try to keep an eye on my mate boxed him before, and then he done well in the development championships. I don't know, has he moved up weight to box Axel?
No, I think he was a 71.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
71 actually. Last time, and I think we saw him versus Darryl Gray. If I remember correctly. So a lot of the names are kind of similar from the development CDE and into this Open Championship. But
so we go round number 2 for bout number 12 and ring number 1 for the Golden Gloves Youth and Elite Championships. Ravi Rai's one of those referees that won't put up any talking back. Right, Jack Sweeney. What ring is he going to be on?
we don't know yet.
We don't know. We need to just give you a heads up. So I'm assuming
He's in 2 bouts time.
Yeah. So if Darrow Gray and Joseph Galway are in this ring, then Jack will likely be in the next one with Shuaib and Abe.
It just depends which one finishes first. So.
Yeah.
But we'll keep you right as it goes on. But we could see a quick first round stoppage and then 2 bouts run consecutively in the same ring. So
the same with James Patterson and Israel Renolua. We're going to have to wait. So Lauren, just stay in this stream now. We'll let you know when we know which ring, because it is splitting. But we'll give you. We should know a few minutes in advance.
That's the end of this contest. Niall Kelly is getting the victory. The referee stopping the bout.
So I've got a stoppage there. We will keep you updated with the ring situation, which might mean now Darrow Gray and Joseph Galway will be in this.
In this
and I'm
ring.
guessing Jack Sweeney and Shuaib and Abe will be in ring 2, but we not get that confirmed yet. And then James Patterson may be in this one.
Yeah.
But we'll pass back is I nearly say Gregory Houston there, he'd kill me. Craig Stephen has the official announcement in ring number 1 for bout number 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to ring number 1, result of contest number 12, and on the 3rd of the morning, a referee disqualifies the boxer in the red corner, declaring the winner and through in the blue corner, Niall Kelly.
There was a disqualification of the red corner.
Yeah, so it was 3 warnings from referee Ravi Rai, which led to the disqualification.
But well done, Niall Kelly. He'll move forward in the competition.
Number 14 on the sheets. Middleweight contest, Kingdom Boxing Club and Links Town.
So we will see Darrow Gray and Joseph Galway in this ring. They're just making their way now. The rest, the bouts are on standby.
So a really aggressive fighter, Darryl Gray, likes to come forward quite. Going to throw a lot of punches here. I think we're going to see an entertaining one. Not sure if I've seen Joseph Galloway before.
I know the name, but
I think he was in the development championships. But I'm trying to think if he boxed or if he withdrew.
he looks like Matthew
McDonald
Yeah,
from Irvine Vineborough.
McDonald's,
Yeah, he does
Irvine
look a bit.
Vineborough.
You know, Darryl Gray definitely got to the final of the Development C 71 kilogram last year.
Boxing for the Kingdom Boxing Club, Kirkcaldy 5, Darryl Gray. In the blue corner. Boxing for the Leamtown Boxing Club, also in Kirkcaldy 5, Joseph Galloway.
This is Kirkcaldy versus Kirkcaldy.
I think we saw Miles McGee from Lockheed, I think, win over Darryl Gray, if I'm right, at the Development Championships. I think it's a silver medalist. You see straight away what Darryl Gray's game plan is going to be. It's come forward, hands held high, let the shots go. Back Joseph up against the ropes. Good right hand early
that was nice
from Darryl Gray. Don't think it's any secret surprise what Darryl Gray is going to go in there, but it's very effective. Got high work rate, high pressure fighting style. It looks like the gloves just come a little bit undone, so 3-star referee George Brown just getting adjusted there from the Kingdom corner. Got Mike Keane in the corner for Kingdom, a Boxing Scotland national coach on club duties today for Fife Club.
Joseph in the blue, he's doing well with that guard, keeping that guard up.
Oh!
Well, I take that back.
That was a great right hand there from Darryl Gray. And the contest is over. Mr. George Brown waves off. He's not going to give him the chance to continue.
That was a
big,
shot.
big right
Just come
hand.
back to us for a wee second while he gets checked over with the medical team.
But I think
back on his feet, he looks.
I think it was the correct decision, if I'm honest. I think it was the correct decision. He got up, but I think his legs were gone, and I think if the referee had allowed that to go any further, I think it was only going to end one way. So I think that means that we're going to have Jack Sweeney and Showa and Ebe in this ring.
Yeah, so Jack Sweeney and
I did warn you if we got any first round stoppage.
So for those asking, Amy Turnbow, looks like Jack Sweeney and Schwabenab will be in this ring. We'll just pass to Craig Stephen for the official announcement of this contest. They're ready to announce the winner.
So I did warn if we had a quick stoppage.
Yeah.
Great right hand from Darryl Gray. Really great right hand.
In ring 2, they're just getting their final 10 seconds. And they're really going for it. Going Lennon Smith, that's the end of their bout in ring number 2.
So we might not have Jack Sweeney.
Yeah, we're literally just waiting to see.
So ladies and gentlemen, both rings finishing at the same time. We're going to go firstly to the big ring, to ring number 1.
But we were finished first.
For this decision.
It's basically receiving the official announcement on ring number 1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have round 1 KO in ring number 1, contest number 14. It goes in favour of the winner through to the next round in the red corner, Darryl Gray. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Leamtown, Joseph Galloway. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
So bear with us at the moment, and I'll give you, as soon as I know who's heading to this ring. They are just announcing the winner for ring number 2. So Lennon Smith takes the win over Axel and Goy. That's in ring number 2. In ring number 1, stand by. As soon as our clockwork boxers are heading here, I'll let you know. So it's either going to be Jack Sweeney, Schwabernabe, or James Patterson as a Erin Nalua.
Will be contest number 18.
Right, so Jack Sweeney and Schwabernabe are in ring number 2. They'll be in ring number 2, and we'll be getting James Patterson in Israel. So I better just make sure. Lauren, if you're still with us. Yeah, so he's got ring 2 is 17, and we're taking 18.
2 contests not in the ring, and that is contest number 15 and 16, both walkovers. Contest number 15, 75 kilo middleweights, Golden Gloves Elite prelim. We had a red corner withdrawal there for Royals Nick Cyrus. Walks over in the next round. And 16 is also Golden Gloves 75 kilo middleweights Elite. We have a blue corner walkover, blue corner withdrawal, I should say. Red blue shires. Olivier Casasula walks over to the next round. So we've got that situation where we have one boxer in each ring. So we pretty much can't do either introduction.
I think this is cursed, this last couple of bouts. So we've got Jack Sweeney in ring 2.
Rob Roy and Glasgow Boxing Academy, please.
So I'm just typing this out so the people in the comments can know. We're going to have James Patterson.
Okay, looks like we're going to go to ring 1 for the first introduction. 3 3-minute rounds, prelim, Golden Gloves Elite, 92 kilo heavyweight division. Star referee Mr. John McKenna in charge of the action. Introducing first to the red corner, boxing for the King, Boxing Club Aberdeen, James Patterson. In the blue corner, boxing for Glasgow, Boxing Academy, Israel Erua.
This one's a cruiserweight and one's a heavyweight, so I hope it's the right opponent.
So once again, Rob Roy, Boxing Club,
don't have
Rob Roy.
Rob Roy,
So Schwabernabe is making his way to the ring now.
Okay.
So ring 2 will just about start. Ring 1 is going into round number 1. And then depending on who finishes first, we'll see where Nathan Tarr and Jordan McEwen's going to be.
This is contest number 17 on the sheets. This is 3-minute rounds prelim, Golden Gloves Elite, 86 kilo cruiserweight division. The referee for this one, Mr. Billy Murphy. Introducing the red corner, boxing Liana Shields, boxing
Left to right hand in there. Shout out to Barry Murphy if you're watching online from Glasgow Boxing Academy.
Yeah, I was just speaking to Gary Porter. He's not too well.
But yeah,
He's not too well today, Barry, so he's not banned this time. Sorry, that.
we won't get him started. He'll phone up. He'll be my phone in.
No, I hope he's doing all right, Barry. It's cost Gary a lot of money though, because he had all the tapes and bandages for today. So I think Gary had to splash out over at the Seconds Out store. Obviously, all the elite boxers for this competition have professional hand wraps.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So,
I wouldn't know the difference. They're really going for it. I point this out all the time, but when he was boxing and obviously he's against that boxer for Glasgow City Boxing, I said, whoever wins this will be the king of Glasgow. So,
oh yeah, I remember
if that
saying
title
that.
sticks,
Yeah.
which I think it did.
James Parsons, when he'll claim to be king of the north.
Yeah. I think I've named a few boxers king of the north.
King of the
so it just depends which show I'm at and how much they pay me. Oh, nice big left landing there. James finding some success now, but big left and right landing as he chases it. Again, keeps going for it. Nice work there. Final 10 seconds around number 1 of bout number 18 here in ring number 1.
And we just have one more contest to come after this. So Nathan Tarr and Jordan McEwen, super heavyweight semi-final in the elites. We don't know what ring that'll be in. We're not going to predict.
Depends who finishes first.
Yeah, hopefully it's actually in ring 1 because we're set up here. So, but if it's ring 2, we could probably switch the camera over again, so both streams pick it up.
So Shuaib and Abe is boxing in ring 2. He's boxing Jack's Swaney. Shuaib's big brother Wasim. I seen him during the break there. Scotty, he missed the weight. He just said he was fine up until like yesterday, and then struggling to get the weight down.
At the last bit off. I think he didn't miss it from much. If I remember from the paperwork, it was under a kilo, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was 0.3. So
was it 0.3? Ah,
0.3 or 0.5? He said.
It's frustrating that. I think our MC Craig Steam's done a good job today. Not as good as our MC from the last competition, but do you know who that was, James? You weren't here.
Aye, but I'd seen it. I was watching. I thought, wow. I said if you've done interviews as well, then that's it. They've just been replacing everybody, managing the streams, managing the rings, and fitting in some interviews as well. Doing mental.
Changed my surname to Buffer.
Nice left there landing as he continues to use that jab. He's going to be jabbing his own back from James.
What was the comment you made again, Jamie? Better than the pros, you said. Does that mean I get the nomination now for the JATV?
Oh yeah, no,
Boxer
you can get
the
nomination for the.
I can get in the awards now. That's good. Is that a public vote, that one, or is that a panel decided?
It's a panel.
Is it? Right.
I was trying to get my mate worked for BBC. I was trying to get her to be on the panel.
Right.
But she was on maternity leave at that time.
I'll just enter every category this year.
Say again?
I'll just enter every category this year. I'll maybe get lucky.
Big shot there landing. Is this about sort of rises to the hype? James now landing some big shots of his own.
Got the three brothers from Kane Boxing
Nice
Club.
big right there landing from as he ducks it and throws it. What were you saying, sorry?
I was just saying we've got the three brothers from Kane Boxing Club in the corner. You might be able to hear them shouting quite loudly. Jamie, Nicky and Kieran. Three brothers and dad Alex running the club. Family affair at Kane Boxing Club.
Were they called Shadoxley before? Was it Shadoxley before?
They were known as Shadoxley, yeah. So Shadoxley is, or Shadoxley as it's called in Aberdeen, is an area in Aberdeen, but I think they wanted to, they're still based at the Shadoxley Community Centre. So they haven't moved, but I think they wanted to get away from a club that was based around the name of the city, because I think there was some people from other parts of Aberdeen that didn't want to box for Shadoxley due to rivalries, if that makes sense. So they maybe were from Kincorth or Northfield, but they didn't want to represent Shadoxley, but they would represent Kane Boxing Club, if that makes sense. So all the inner city rivalry in Aberdeen. So I think that was the reason behind it. Also, all the coaches are from the Kane family, so it makes sense, doesn't it?
So we have one more round left. About number 18 and ring number 1.
I think they had a few inquiries as well from parents where, is this club only for people from Shadoxley and stuff like that. So I think it was just causing them a headache a wee bit. So, you know, still there in the Shadoxley Community Centre, just along the road from where I used to work in the newspaper. About 2 minutes away from the Aberdeen Journal offices, which are now, I think they're knocked down now, I think.
I agree with the Kane coaches there. They need to pick up the tempo. I think both of them. I think this could be close. For me, as the first round, second round, James started to pick it up a bit. This third round could determine it for both.
Yeah. You weren't here, but they got told off last month, the Kane coaches, for being too loud by the ring
I can imagine that.
I don't think they were caring. But it was one of these, it was a close contest coming right down the stretch, and I think it was passionate about it. We're getting a point deduction here. Was that a point off? It wasn't a. I don't think it was a standing count. Kind of missed what happened there.
Yeah, it was a point deducted.
Yeah, I thought so.
So this could come right down to the wire. I think maybe the point deduction might play its part.
Yeah.
So for me, the King of Glasgow might be keeping his crown. He's not going to lend it to somebody kicking it off. It's a bit of Game of Thrones going on here. But I'll tell you the man who'll know in just a second is Craig Stephen. We'll pass to him the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to ring number 1. Result contest number 18. We have a unanimous decision. It goes in favour of the winner through to the next round. In the blue corner is and please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Kickboxing Club's James Patterson. Well, that concludes the action in ring number 1 for the championships. We're back in action, ring number 1. International dual match.
So if you just heard that, so that's it for ring number 1. There is one more bout. Nathan Tarr and Jordan McEwen will be in ring number 2. Yeah, it will be. It's a joint. It comes up in both. So we'll be back from about 6:30 tonight as we go live for the Scotland vs Ireland Dual International, which will be in this ring. We've got a wee bit of break until then. You can watch it. There's links on Boxing Scotland's Facebook channel and JATV Lives. It's $1.99, nice, cheaper than a bus fare. I think bus fare is $2.65.
Half the price of a pint of beer in some places.
So we will be back later on this evening. Until then, enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you.
And I'll see you soon.